Deep in the Bahamas, there's a hole that swallows light, oceans that collide like rival giants, and a beach where pigs, not people, rule the stand. Welcome to a place where nature breaks its own rules. Fact 30. This island is ruled by swimming pigs. Big Major Tay is the world's only beach where pigs paddle out to greet boats like VIPs. Legends say sailors left them behind. Others say they survived shipwrecks. Now they live in paradise, floating, sunbathing, and stealing snacks from tourists. It's the weirdest welcome committee on Earth. Fact 29. This blue hole acts like a liquid elevator. Dean's blue hole plunges deeper than skyscrapers are tall. Currents inside pull sand downward in a spiraling underwater sandfall. Freedivers describe entering it as falling through darkness. It's nature's deepest doorway in the Caribbean. Fact 28. Two oceans battle on one narrow bridge. At Glass Window Bridge, the gentle Caribbean meets the violent Atlantic. One side is calm turquoise, the other roaring navy blue. Storm waves here are so powerful, they've thrown cars off the road. It's a natural clash of ocean personalities. Fact 27. These sharks behave like underwater puppies. At Compass Cay, nurse sharks queue up for belly rubs. They glide through shallow water like chilled-out pets. Their sandpaper skin and lazy naps make them the ocean's house cats. They're sharks, just not the kind Hollywood promised. Fact 26. An island hiding over 200 underwater sinkholes. Andros has more blue holes than any place on Earth. Each one leads to cave systems that stretch for miles. Scientists found fossils of extinct animals buried inside these water-filled tombs. Many passages remain completely unexplored. Fact 25. This bird paints the sky pink. Great Inagua is home to 80,000 flamingos, the Caribbean's largest colony. When they take off together, the horizon turns into a rolling pink storm. Their coral color comes from tiny shrimp they eat non-stop. They're walking sunsets brought to life. Fact 24. This parade turns midnight into a rainbow explosion. Junkanoo erupts with cowbells, drums, and neon costumes. Every costume is handmade, using cardboard and crepe paper. Parades run from midnight until sunrise in a competitive showdown. It's chaos, art, and culture wrapped into one living carnival. Fact 23. These iguanas look like many dinosaurs. The Exuma Island iguanas can grow up to 4 feet long. Their spiky backs and prehistoric faces make them look Jurassic. They sunbathe on beaches like chilled dragons. Each has unique scale patterns, nature's fingerprints. Fact 22. This island rejects the idea of time. Locals follow island time, where schedules bend to human life. Meetings begin when everyone arrives, not when the clock demands. It's not laziness, it's freedom from industrial time. Here, moments matter more than minutes. Fact 21. This parrot exists nowhere else on Earth. The Bahama parrot nests underground to avoid predators. Its bright green feathers shine like polished emeralds. Found only in Abaco and Inagua, it's the Caribbean's rarest parrot. Their calls echo through pine forests like living music. Fact 20. This sea snail literally creates beaches. Queen conchs grind coral into fine white powder as they eat. That powder becomes the sand tourists walk on. Their spiral shells glow with pink interiors like natural jewelry. These creatures build the Bahamas grain by grain. Fact 19. This island might hold Columbus's real first landing. Cat Island claims it's the true 1492 landing site. Ancient Lucayan artifacts still wash up after storms. Some beaches are untouched, frozen in their original state. It's a living debate carved into the shoreline. Fact 18. These fish change color and gender. Stoplight parrotfish begin life as females, then switch to bright males. Their scales shimmer like underwater rainbows. They carve coral reefs by chewing rock non-stop. Each bite creates more white Bahamian sand. Fact 17. This fabric carries the soul of the islands. Androsia batik is handmade with carved stamps and boiling dye. Every piece is unique. No duplicates exist. Patterns reflect waves, palms, and island spirits. It's wearable art passed down through generations.
Fact 16. These underwater caves stretch farther than highways. The Lucayan cave system isn't just long. It's almost impossible to map. It twists for miles beneath Andros like the veins of the earth. Divers drift through hallways filled with prehistoric crocodile bones, untouched for thousands of years. Some tunnels narrow until you're brushing stone with both shoulders, moving through pitch-black water. One wrong turn and you're swimming into ancient darkness. This isn't a cave system. It's a stone labyrinth carved by time and guarded by silence. Fact 15. This fish glows brighter than neon lights. The queen triggerfish looks unreal. Electric blue lines, bright yellow flashes, and a face patterned like a digital drawing. Under sunlight, its scales glow like LED ink. This fish isn't shy either. It defends its coral territory with the confidence of a warrior. They patrol the reef like armored knights, darting, flashing, protecting their home. Underwater, they're neon signs in motion. Fact 14. This island speaks through stories. In the Bahamas, news doesn't travel through newspapers. It travels through people. Sip-sipping is the art of passing information quietly, respectfully, and rhythmically. It's more than gossip, it's a cultural heartbeat, a social network powered by human voices. From grandmothers to fishermen, from shopkeepers to taxi drivers, stories connect the island like invisible threads. This is how a nation stays united, one conversation at a time. Fact 13. This hawk sees what humans can't. The American kestrel glides above the islands like a tiny aerial sniper. Its vision extends into ultraviolet light, allowing it to track glowing trails left by lizards and insects. Where we see dry grass, they see neon arrows pointing to prey. They perch on power lines with laser-sharp focus, then strike with deadly precision. This isn't just a bird, it's a super-powered hunter of the sky. Fact 12. This waterfall flows underwater and in reverse. Dean's Blue Hole hides one of the strangest sights on Earth. A waterfall that doesn't fall through air, but through the ocean itself. Fine white sand pours downward like drifting snow. Currents swirl it into spirals that climb upward as if gravity took the day off. The deeper you go, the darker it gets. An upside-down hourglass suspended in silence. No sound, no bubbles, just a reversed waterfall in the belly of the sea. Fact 11. These dolphins remember human faces. Bimini's spotted dolphins are legendary for their intelligence. Each dolphin's pattern of spots is unique, like a fingerprint. Divers say these dolphins remember them years later, swimming up, chirping, and spinning like old friends returning. They synchronize in perfect formation, leaping like ocean acrobats rehearsing a show. They aren't just smart, they're social geniuses with memories that rival ours. Fact 10. These islands were pirate headquarters. The Exumas were the ultimate hideout. Shallow sandbars acted like deadly traps, perfect for pirates, disastrous for naval ships. Blackbeard, Calico Jack, Captain Kidd, they all used these waters as their personal stronghold. Caves held stolen rum, islands hid buried treasure. Whispers still float across the waves about gold lost forever. Here, every cove feels like a chapter from a forgotten pirate legend. Fact 9. These snakes are living fossils. Bahamian boas have barely changed in millions of years. They are survivors from a prehistoric era. They glide through mangroves with silent grace, controlling rodent populations and protecting island ecosystems. They're large, yes, but gentle, calm, completely non-venomous. They're proof that evolution sometimes gets things right and leaves them exactly as they are. Fact 8. This city turns the first Friday into a festival. On the first Friday of every month, Nassau transforms. Music pours out of doorways. Frying fish sends clouds of aroma drifting down every street. Bankers in suits stand beside fishermen in sandals, sharing plates and laughing like family. Teenagers dance, seniors clap along. It's more than a party. It's a monthly reset for the nation's soul, a reminder that joy is a shared tradition. Fact 7. This fish farms the reef like a gardener. Parrotfish are the unsung heroes of the Bahamas. They graze non-stop on algae and dead coral, preventing reefs from suffocating. Their grinding beaks turn coral into sand, producing up to 800 pounds of sand per year, per fish. Many of the Bahamas' soft, powdery beaches exist because of this one fish. They aren't just animals, they're the architects of paradise. Fact 6. This island holds more blue holes than the rest of the world combined. Andros is a geological masterpiece. From the air, it looks like Swiss cheese. Hundreds of blue holes, some stretching miles underground. Many are connected through tunnels that no human has fully explored. Divers describe the descent like entering another world. Light fading, pressure rising, silence thickening. It's Earth's largest underwater mystery, waiting beneath a single island. Fact 5. These coral cities are older than the pyramids. When you look at a coral reef in the Bahamas, you're not just looking at marine life, you're looking at ancient architecture. These reefs began growing thousands of years ago, long before the first pyramid stone was carved, before Rome, before Greece, before humans learned to write. Coral was already building skyscrapers under the sea. Each tiny coral polyp adds layer after layer, forming towers, arches, walls, and massive cities of color. Every branch becomes a shelter for fish, shrimp, sea fans, microscopic animals that create entire ecosystems within a single square meter. Bahamian reefs are more biodiverse than rainforests on land. A single coral head can shelter hundreds of species. These reefs have survived storms, temperature changes, and thousands of years of ocean evolution. They are living time capsules, ancient neighborhoods still expanding, still alive, still growing today. Fact 4. This raccoon evolved into its own species. Meet the Bahamian raccoon, a creature shaped not by humans, but by pure island evolution. Generations of isolation transformed them into something unique. They're smaller than mainland raccoons, with sharper claws, quicker reflexes, and a diet built around one thing: hunting crabs. These raccoons move through mangroves like masked ninjas, silent, agile, and laser-focused. They chase shore crabs across the sand, snatching them with lightning-fast strikes. Island life forced them to adapt, to change, to become specialists in survival. Over time, their bodies reshaped, their behavior shifted, and eventually, they became a species all their own. Evolution didn't just tweak the raccoon, it rewrote the blueprint. Fact 3. These underwater caves have their own weather system. Blue holes aren't just deep pits, they're natural laboratories where physics behave strangely. Fresh water floats on top of heavier salt water, forming invisible layers like sheets of glass. Descent just a few feet, and the temperature changes instantly, warm above, cold below. A thermocline you can actually see as a shimmering haze in the water. Currents swirl like underwater wind, sending sand drifting sideways as if gravity suddenly tilts. In some blue holes, chemical reactions create cloudy haloclines, water that looks like smoke, as if a fog bank formed underwater. It's one of the only places on Earth where you can witness a storm happening beneath the surface. A hidden climate, built by layers of water that never mix, a world with its own rules. Fact 2. These islands are literally growing. The Bahamas isn't a static place, it's alive, constantly changing. Coral reefs create new land bit by bit, building tiny ridges and sandbanks that eventually rise above the water. Storms tear apart old coral, waves grind it into sand, and currents carry that sand to form new beaches and shoals. Some islands expand, some shrink, some move. The Bahamas is a landscape in motion, reshaping itself every year through the power of its reefs and tides. What looks permanent today may be different in 10 years. This is a living nation, always remodeling itself. Fact 1. This entire nation was handcrafted by life itself. Unlike most countries built by volcanoes or shifting plates, the Bahamas was built by living things. Coral skeletons, crushed shells, tiny organisms, layer by layer, they formed the foundations of the islands. Over millions of years, life created land where there was none. Every grain of sand you walk on was once alive. Every cliff was built by the remains of ancient creatures. Every cave began as a coral reef. The Bahamas is not just shaped by nature, it is nature. A sculpture carved by the ocean, painted by sunlight, and assembled by millions of tiny architects over unimaginable time.
The Bahamas is not just shaped by nature, it is nature. A sculpture carved by the ocean, painted by sunlight, and assembled by millions of tiny architects over unimaginable time. The Bahamas isn't just a country, it's a living masterpiece. Shaped by creatures, carved by oceans, a world where the land breathes, the sea builds, and nature writes its own blueprint in wild, impossible beauty.